Okay guys, in this video we're going to be talking about maximizing profit from your services and from your sales. And the main thing that we're going to be talking about as far as how to do that is adding extras to your or upsells or whatever you want to call it to your services. So let's take a look at some of the ones that I offer. We'll start with this one. This is probably my most popular, well, it is my most popular service. Now, it's basically, you don't need to know what social signals are if you don't know what they are, but it's basically just a standard thing of social signals. If you go to extras, we have more of what we do. So one of the things we do on this service is, I actually forget what the current numbers are, 4,000 Pinterest signals. If we get an extra, you can get 6,000 more. Same with more LinkedIn signals, more Twitter signals. We can also add a SendWire blast. That's a whole other service that I offer, and I'm just tacking it on here just to add it because sometimes people will choose it. Or we can add 5 SendWire blasts or another 4. That actually needs to be cleaned up a little bit. But basically what I'm doing here is just adding more of our other services as extras. So let's look at another example. This one, for example, is a guest post. A guest post is where we find someone that has a blog and we write a post on it and link to someone's site. It has SEO benefits. So let's look at some of the extras on this. So we add social signals to it, kind of that last service we looked at. You can add a PBN link to it. A PBN link is another type of link, which is also another service that I offer. You can add, and then you can add multiple PBN links. Now, the thing to look at here is not so much what I'm offering, but how much revenue it adds. So normally this service goes for $91 for the base package, and we're going to talk about packages as well. But it goes for $91 for the base package. If somebody adds 20 bucks to it or 100 bucks to it, that adds up pretty fast. Same with that other thing. So add as many extras as you can think of to every service, and not only add, like, if you can't think of anything, if you can't think of anything to add, just add more. So, you know, you can say instead of this one only goes up to 10, a certain level, you can say buy 5 of them. You'll be surprised how much adding an extra that is just multiple of the main service works. Like people can't, it will actually sell more than if people were left to just click 5 times to add 5 of them. So if I were to add one that said do 5 guest post links, and it's just the multiple of 5 of this, people would buy it more often than they would just click add 5 to the cart. So let's look and see if we have any other good examples. And let's look at some of the creative services as well. Let's see. Look at this one. So this is basically a logo or some other type of thumbnail and that sort of thing. And if we look at his extras, he'll provide the PSD file. For him, that's nothing, no big deal. You know, it's just a matter of sharing another file, but that's another 39 bucks that adds. Or he can design an infographic and adds 25 bucks. You see how quickly this can turn a $25 or $35 gig into a $200 service really, really quickly. So it's very, very powerful. You need to add as many extras that complement your service as possible. And if you don't know, if you can't think of any, just add multiples. And when I say multiples, I mean, like this one is you get 10 to 12, add an extra that makes it, I don't know, 13 to 20 or whatever. Or if you can't think of that, then just go to your other services and just add them as an extra. You'll be surprised how often people will add that on. And this can really add another 30 or 40% to your monthly revenue from freelancing. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is packages. And it's going to work kind of the same, but let's go and look at some examples. So let's look at this one, for example. You can have either 1 or 3. Let's go over, I think it's under pricing. Yeah. So you turn on 3. All we do here on this particular one is multiples. So package number 1 is 1, package number 2 is 5, package number 3 is 10. That's all there is to it. You're just adding those, even if it's the same price, which it is. Actually, it's not quite. We've actually offered a bit of a discount for buying in bulk there. But even if it's the same price and you're just doing it 5x or 10x, you'd be surprised how many people will go ahead and click 5 instead of 1. It's a psychological thing, and it works really well. So always have 3 packages, even if the additional 2 packages are just 5x, 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x, whatever. So let's see. There's one other good example I want to see. Yeah, this one. See, on this one, we have a lot of extras, first of all. We'll look at that as well. Actually, no, we don't. We used to have more. But basically, we just have more links. And then the same kind of thing here. Package number 1 is 1 link and a certain amount of social signals and certain types of posts. You get, in package number 2, you get 5 links and some more posts, some more links. But this doesn't cost me anything more, or very little more. And it takes the price from $35 to $90 for maybe an extra $10 of cost. And then the same thing here. It's just doubling that, basically. So I'm adding maybe another $20 of cost from this package, maybe $30, and I'm getting 5 times as much. So you can see it just adding different levels makes it work really well. And there's a psychological thing too, where people, and you can like Google this, but by having 3, you're more likely to sell the expensive one than if you just had the expensive one as the main one. I know it doesn't make sense, but it works that way. So that's another thing that you can do. Always have 3 packages, even if it's just selling 5x, 10x, or whatever. So do all of these things because this is going to dramatically increase your revenue. I almost never sell something that's just one of the main service. I'll almost always either get an extended package or some extras or both. And that adds a lot of money to your bottom line, which of course is the reason that we're doing this. So absolutely take advantage of both extras and packages. There's just no reason not to. So that's what I got for you in this video. If you have any questions about that, ask in the Facebook group, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Thank you.